Hello, and welcome to Good News That Actually Is, where 3 to 5 sets you free to thrive. 3 to 5 minute encouragements to help your joy by empowering your soul. I am your host, Tim Ashley. Welcome to Season 11, and a new day that brings with it new opportunities. It's Monday. My goal is to put a smile on your face today. Pay close attention to the end of the podcast session for an exciting opportunity, please. You know, ever so often, my daughters, their husbands, and kids join us for a grill out and fire pit time at our home. It's easy for us to do, often because we live on a cul-de-sac as neighbors. I know, I'm richly blessed. During these fire pit times, the grandkids will say, Pop, tell us some stories. Stories are a powerful tool for passing on values and history. They can also be entertaining and funny depending on just how vulnerable a person's willing to be. When I was a boy, I had a paper route for a brief time. I wanted to make some money. I had a bike, lived in a small town with no hills at the time, and could cover a lot of ground. On my route, though, there was an issue. One of my neighbors had a dog that would chase and bite at me as I rode by. I always hated that part of my route. Well, as fate would have it, one day I found my dad's can of mace. As a young boy, a brilliant idea came to me. I could use this to teach that dog a lesson, and man, was I eager to get to that house. As I approached, I had the can of mace in my hand, ready to conquer this pesky dog. He was about to learn his lesson. As I drew closer, he came full speed, ready to bite my leg. And when he got close, I pointed the can of mace and sprayed. It was then that I discovered it was pointing the wrong direction. The stinging and temporary blindness clued me in. I wrecked my bike into the roadside ditch, and the dog bit my leg and pulled at my britches briefly as I lay there. Can't say for certain, but I imagine that dog pranced away proudly, having won victory. When I got home crying from pain, my humiliating defeat, my sin found me out. I didn't have permission to take that can of mace. I had to face my dad, and he was really angry with me. Talk about your double humiliation. I experienced double defeat on that day that began full of hope and excitement for an heroic victory. You know, not every day turns out like we plan it to. But if we think about it, it's just one day, and not all our days go wrong. I've learned that most of my bad days I created on my own by not thinking clearly or doing something I should know better than to do. Thankfully, my Heavenly Father has promised to never be angry with me over these things. He allows me to learn the lesson humiliation and consequence can teach me, but He's not angry with me. I know I'm greatly loved, and there's a tomorrow on the horizon. Perhaps being able to keep a right perspective at the end of a bad day is the greatest victory. You know, getting back up, learning the lesson, knowing that you're still loved can be powerful. Mistakes can't stop a true child of God. So don't lose hope or give up just because you had a bad day. Get back up, know that you're loved, and expect new mercies. They are yours for the taking each new day. Now, I'd like to hear one of your stories in order to share it here. It needs to be vulnerable, humorous, and definitely around 2 or 3 minutes tops. Email me at goodnewsthatactuallyis@gmail.com. We'll set up how you can get it to me. If it is selected for sharing, you'll be notified as to when it will air. But for that to happen, you'll have to get it recorded and sent to me. Have a great day. Thanks for tuning in today. Never forget that you are loved by a faithful God whose obedient Son, Jesus Christ, willingly died on a cross so that you can live today and always from the abundance of His life in you. Please subscribe and share this with others so that they too can experience the 3 to 5 that sets you free to thrive. And be sure to tune in next time to Good News That Actually Is. Please visit us at our website, goodnewsthatactuallyis.com. There you'll find transcripts of the program, video files, and other opportunities. We look forward to visiting with you there and ask you to subscribe. Have a great day.